When you're talking about aggressive, explosive, and sometimes jaw dropping PBR moments, we've seen the Bulls show off their prowess in every competition. From headbutting riders to flying kicks or jerk offs, these 2,000-pound beasts manage to keep your blood rushing, but there are some Bulls that only leave you with prayers to make it out alive. From gory cautionary tales of the legendary Bushwhacker to the nightmares of Bodacious, these Bulls have been dubbed the deadliest in PBR by their actions. However, are these bulls only trained for those slow 8 seconds or maybe programmed for more lasting horrors to haunt its riders? Nicknamed the John Dillinger in PBR sports, Dillinger was a bucking bull active between 1999 and 2000 and holds the 2012 PBR brand honor. Often noticed for his white face, underbelly, and black body, this 1,500-pound bull with its one upside-down horn has been described by riders to be the ghost rider at the arena. After being purchased by the Harrington Cattle Company, Dillinger made his bucking debut in the 2000 Bud Light Cup with the PBR legend Chris Shivers scoring the highest with 96.5 points. The rest of his career remained decorated with moments of heart-pounding rides and, in some cases, injuries for his riders. During his career, Edney Kaminas was unfortunate to have met the wrath of Dillinger in the aftermath with some broken ribs and a punctured lung to remember that moment for the rest of his life. Ross Coleman was another notable rider of Dillinger who, after he was thrown off, suffered a major concussion. Despite having such a fine career, Dillinger also suffered some injuries, one of which was the 2002 multiple fractures and joint dislocation in his left leg. This was an injury that soon forced him out of the arena in 2003 and 2004. He died at age 9. Now, Dillinger was no pro when it came to speed, but he could buck, and if you were unlucky enough to get under those hooves, the aftermath is one that leaves you in dread. But was he really the toughest or merely a prelude to the many beasts on the field? The next bull is one that can be called the underdog of bucking bulls. Weighing at 1,550 pounds, this bull was born in 2003 at the Teague Bucking Bulls Ranch in North Carolina, which is where he picked up his aggressive bucking skills. According to one of the workers at Teague, Bones was one of the smallest calves on the ranch, and it was almost impossible to imagine he'd one day become the terror of the PBR arena, especially after his Built Ford Tough debut in 2006 as a trial bull. Bones proved he was more than just a backup bull in the sport when in 2008, two-time PBR champion Justin McBride took a shot at Bones but was bucked off. This moment was a shocker with the rookie 5-year bull who was done being rookie and, in the words of McBride, wanted to be the real deal. After that saga, Bones qualified in the 2008 PBR World Finals, where he met his old pal McBride, and this time around the champion was on the ground a lot quicker than their last time alongside Guilherme Marchi, who ignored the warning and decided to take a shot. He met the same fate in 4 seconds. Bones finished the finals with a bucking point of 47 out of 50, making it a career best and a cautionary tale. JB Mooney managed to subdue Bones, proving why he was the legend of PBR. Bones remained an active part of the PBR tours between 2006 and 2010, bucking 45 times throughout his professional career. Retiring from the fire seasons at age 7, he had won both the PBR Champion Bull and Bull of the World Finals awards in 2008 and 2010. Bones passed away on August 15th of 2024, but let's see if the next bull will pose a bigger competition to the riders. With fierce aggression similar to Bodacious, Sweet Pro Bruiser is one of the 2 bucking bulls to win the PBR Champion Bull 3 times and the 2017 PRCA Bucking Bull of the Year alongside Bodacious. Known for his brown skin and scary look, he is nothing more than 1,700 pounds of pure horror in the arena. Bruiser was born in 2011 by the D&H Cattle Co., known for breeding PBR's finest and scariest bulls, so it was no surprise when Bruiser followed in those footsteps. According to his owners, Bruiser, when pissed, could be drastic, and this was evident when he knocked down João Vieira at the 2014 Built Ford Tough Series in Oklahoma. In October that year, he crushed JB Mooney's jaw in an offensive collision. While the rider still managed to finish strong, it wasn't without some battle scars. The aggressive bucking continued in the 2015 to 2020 season, unleashing his wrath on riders, with JB Mooney being praised as one of the few riders to keep him down despite the high cost. Sweet Pro Bruiser retired in 2021 after hurting a tendon in his leg in May 17th of 2022. He died with over 12 honorary awards to his name, a high mark for the 11-year-old bull. Sometimes there are bulls who leave more traumas than mere collisions, and this next bull ticks the box. Ever ridden a bull that has had your heart pounding in your chest? Mudslinger was that bull who left riders traumatized and on the ground once their guard was down for a second. Born in 1997 but making his professional debut in 2000, Mudslinger became known for the bucking terror for riders, including the iconic Guilherme Marchi when they met in 2006 and he threw him off 5 seconds later, breaking his ankle in the process. There was also another incident with Mike White, which ended in a broken collarbone. It stirred up the notion that when Mudslinger got a hold of a rider, he derived pleasure in leaving riders broken. According to former PBR rider Cody Whitney, who rode the bull 4 times in his career, he described Mudslinger as one of the toughest and scariest he encountered in his career. Retiring in 2006, he was the 2006 PBR World Champion bull and inducted into the 2017 Brand Honor. Mudslinger died in 2012 at age 15 after giving bull riding fans a thrilling show whenever he appeared in the arena. Now, mischief is part of the human nature, but what do you do when you encounter a tricky and dangerous beast? Our next bull will test that theory. Voodoo Child, like its name implies, is one of the deadliest and trickiest bulls in the PBR arena. Unlike other bulls who are satisfied with just bucking off their riders, Voodoo Child loves to add a few high hooves in the equation. After leaving damaging consequences for riders, Justin McBride managed to get the reins on him in the 2008 PBR World Final in Tulsa, Oklahoma. McBride describes Voodoo Child as a bull that would test your skills and one that shouldn't be ventured unless you were sure you could do it. His speed and demonstration of explosive power in the arena earned him the title the Wildest. One of the trickiest moments played out during the 2009 PBR World Final with Cody Lostro. After staying on for 7 seconds, one could almost see him beating the clock until Voodoo Child latched on his rope and threw him off, further damaging his already broken ankle. While he might not be the scariest, he is certainly the sleaziest, and a bull who cooks up new tricks is just as deadly. There are bulls who kick you, and there are bulls with potentials of ripping you apart, which is where our next bull falls under. You can't talk deadly without remembering the notorious show-stopping bull named Bushwacker. A 3-time PBR World Champions bull, this 1,800-pound beast is known to be J.B. Mooney's greatest nemesis. After his birth in 2006 in California, Bushwhacker was raised in Texas as a bucking bull and in 2009 made his entry into the rodeo arena. From his debut, he was on a bucking spree, bucking off everything in sight. In 2011, Bushwhacker was drawn by J.B. Mooney at the Fire Series, a fast-rising talent in PBR. However, Bushwhacker was more concerned about continuing its legacy than most feared. He didn't hesitate to buck off Mooney barely 3 seconds into the buzzer, leaving him with a broken rib and some lacerations. This attack on the rider sent the intended statement that Mooney took more hits from the bull before coming in contact with Bushwhacker again in 2013. This time, Mooney succeeded in making himself one of the few riders who was able to ride Bushwhacker for 8 seconds. Until his retirement in 2014, he remained a fierce contender for the riders with over 13 honorary awards. Bushwhacker passed away in July of 2024 on the Springers Ranch in Oklahoma. But are a few broken bones the only accidents, or can some end in death? This bull named the Widowmaker by PBR critics due to the chaos he unleashes on the fields. Born in 2004, Code Blue remains one of the most feared bulls of all time, probably after Bodacious. He finished the 2009 Built Ford Tough Series tour as the unridden bull with a bull score of 46. Weighing around 1,500 pounds, this yellowish-colored bull was dubbed to be the next Bodacious in PBR. During his debut in 2009, he bucked off Ryan DeReeder twice, Cody Campbell, Renato Nunez, and many other riders who dared to sit on him. He was both feared and hated by riders who described him as a show-off, but maybe it was his way of saving them from getting killed by him. He continued his bucking spree into the 2010 season, and when he met with J.B. Mooney, the ride was so ugly that it almost left him in a Code Blue situation, which is synonymous with death. However, in that same year, Code Blue had an injury while getting off a truck that pinched a nerve on his back. Although he continued to ride, by the end of the 2010 season, the injury had gotten severe, keeping him from the PBR World Final to defend his title and forced him into early retirement. Code Blue died in 2020 at the age of 16, and although he wasn't awarded, we knew for certain that if he had remained in the game, a lot of riders would have been unsafe. Now, just how deadly is the infamous Bodacious bull? There's one name that sends chills down the spines of all riders and leaves a sinister cloud in the air, and that is Bodacious. He is tagged the King of Bucking Bulls, a title well deserved for his ruthlessness and unmatched skill. Born in 1998, Bodacious began his professional career in 1992 with Tough Heedman failing as the first victim to his 1,900 pounds of rage, and the aftermath was ugly. Notorious for his harsh headbutting tactics, Bodacious didn't fail to show Heedman the skill he had picked up during his training, leaving the rider with broken jawbones, ribs, and multiple concussions. Heedman was a tenacious rider as he came back for a taste of Bodacious again in 1993, clearly determined to subdue the bull, which he did. In 1995, Bodacious met his old friend Tough Heedman, and this time he finished the damage he already started in 1992 by shattering his entire face. This was Bodacious' style, sending riders to the ER until his retirement in 1995. After almost killing riders, he remained the baddest there ever was and ever will be. Bodacious died in the year of 2000 at the age of 12 and 9 honorary awards in his name, including 4 Hall of Fame honors. In summary, these bulls have earned their place in PBR history as the most cunning and deadliest. There are bulls who would throw you, hurt you, and then there are some that would most likely kill you. These bulls listed top those charts. While we can't exhaust the list of dangerous bulls, we do know that when you next see a rider on a bull, know that their lives hang on a very thin thread in those 8 seconds. Are there any names we missed? Or do you have other bulls you think should have made it here? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more adrenaline-fueled bull riding videos just like this one. Thank you for watching.